What's up? What's up? I figure I'll make another video about how to put a piece of wood on the back of a canvas. It's not very difficult. My last video, I wasn't really in depth with it, but let's go over with it all. Get straight to it. First things first, you're gonna need a bolt. This is the type of bolt I got. You want a nice long one, not too long. I think this is a 7-inch or 8-inch length. And you're going to want that, see that square at the end? I'm not sure what kind of this is. It's just a bolt with a flat end. You want this right here specifically so it locks into the wood when you put the nut on in washer. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. And before I show you any of that, you're going to want to measure your canvas first. And I'll go ahead and measure this. Kind of go over it with you. I ain't gonna just talk and not do anything. And hopefully I can hold my phone just right. Okay, this is 11-inch width. You can see about half of 11 is 5.5 inches. Oops. Okay, now you can see. You can see where I drew my line. So 5.5 is where your center is. Okay, and once you do that with both sides, you found your center. Okay, and that, as for your plywood, you're gonna want it the same length as your canvas, which I've already cut. Don't mind the screws, but let's say you got this already centered. If you're not sure what the center of your thing is, just measure the board itself. And so this is 1.5 inches, which is where I just measured 3/4, which is 3/4 plus 3/4 is 1.5 inches. So I'd mark my dot, drill hole, and I'd get a drill bit just like this, but smaller for your screws. This is mainly for your bolt for your plywood, because you don't want to just drill a plain screw through it, so it'll give you a chance of cracking. But anyways, once you find your center, you go ahead, drill your screws in all the way, and you don't want to go too far, otherwise you will penetrate penetrate through the canvas itself, and you don't want to do that. You'll destroy it. But I would recommend doing something like this if you're not sure. Like, get your screw, see how far you can go. Once you get an idea, just look at the threading. See, I'm not sure right off the bat what this is, but as you can see, you can already see the tip of it. So I would just go about half of what I got, and that should be fine, because you got about probably 1/2 inch of length of this canvas. So once you do that, a small canvas, you only need one screw. Maybe the bigger canvases, I would recommend 2 screws on each of your plywood. But anyways, alright, now attaching it, you've already saw how I attached the plywood on there, but before you put the plywood on, you're gonna, let's see if I can do this with one hand, hopefully. Okay. You're gonna want to get your drill bit, wherever the hell I put it. Where did I put that damn thing? Here it is. Get your drill bit, drill a hole in the center. Once you find center of your plywood, I'm not a good cameraman, so bear with me. What the hell was that? Okay. So once you drill it, make sure that sucker's in there good. You want it facing up, because you're gonna soon have this on a drill bit. Or not drill bit. I can't even talk. You're gonna have it on your battery gun. Let me see if okay. Alright, that's all better. Anyways, get it right there. You may have to hammer it, or what you could do sometimes is go put your washer on and your nut. What I usually like to do, you could use a wrench. I had a pair of pliers, so I'm sticking with my pliers. But once you tighten it, you want to get real tight. You don't want to overdo it, but put put some strength behind it, you know. There we go. And for, you know, screws, I would recommend not the Phillips wood screws. Find the ones that's got, I call them stars. I'm not sure if that's what they're called, but find the ones that's got the star bit. You know, and you want about maybe 2.5 inch by quarter. But I threw these Phillips screws in just because what the heck. But they're already stripping, as you can see. So I've used it multiple times. Okay. And I've already made this canvas, so let's say this is already on the canvas. And you want to do your best. Take your time measuring your canvas, because my last video I made, I threw everything together, and the gun and everything was throwing me around. There you go. Put your battery gun on it. You can see I got a long length here, so I mean it's not horrible and it's not too long, but it'll work. You're not like really close to it when you spin it. But pretend I got my canvas already on. It would normally look like this, but I'm not screwing it in because I finished this. But it would look like that. And I would recommend not spinning it at full speed. Like throw it on 1 if you got this option. I think I got 2, but I'm not squeezing it all the way. But experiment a little bit. You know, play around with it a little bit. I don't spin at full speed because I feel like it thins out the paint too far, and it's a waste. But I've done a lot of them over, so that's my opinion at least. But hopefully I explained everything just right. I don't usually do videos often, so. But quarter inch screw by 2.5 star bit if you could find it. And if you're not sure of the size of your drill bit, start small and then drill and then just compare. Usually what I'll do if I'm not sure what it is for the bolt, I'll compare it just like this. You know, is it the same size? If I'm not sure, I'll go small and then work my way up, and then eventually it'll even out. But just play around with it. You may have to cut pieces of wood off just to match it, but you know, take your time measuring, find your center everywhere. But I believe that should be good enough. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to help you. I know they don't explain a lot of things on YouTube, but I believe that should be alright.